Good morning. My name is Carl Shimon. I'm here with GameDropZone.com. Although it's probably afternoon by now. I would check, but my watch is in the vein who wears watches. But I prefer mornings anyway, so we're going to stick with that. We are looking at the Prison of Elders. This is the arena mode. Kind of like Firefight, but one might argue that, you know, Firefight is better. It's up to you, I guess. Yeah, I've burned basically about 12 hours of yesterday playing Destiny because I could, recreationally, not recording, which is something I'm ashamed of, but I thought I'd better share it. And the last few hours of which were in the Prison of Elders. It's like we have 4 arenas, basically, one for each of the factions, and you jump between them, between rounds. Each round is 3 waves. Later on, you have objective waves, which are literally like, destroy this mine, I don't know what they do. I think they just slow everything down or make everything white. But, keen eyes, like that dude can shoot them. They're on every map, seemingly pointless. We're fighting the Fallen now. I picked up this gun last time I was in the Prison of Elders, which was last night, and haven't really had a chance to use it yet. It's a scout rifle, but it's purple, so I'll give it a go. You get some pretty good loot for the Prison of Elders, and I want to say it's like the same length as like a strike, depending on how many times you fail. About maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I don't think they've been any more than that, but I haven't been recording. And this is the level 28 arena. There are 4 versions, level 32, 34, and 35. The 35 is, I think one of them rotates weekly. Or maybe all of them rotate weekly, but one of them stays the same. It's something dumb like that. But this is the level 28 arena is the only one with matchmaking. So that's the only one we're going to be checking out for the foreseeable. It's pretty fun. You know, I would argue that maybe Destiny itself is a series of horde modes. Just like 20-minute long horde modes. Rather than like endless ones. I mean, this isn't endless either. And ironically, this is about the same length. But I mean, each of the missions is like, you know, you've got your sort of secondary encounters you find early on. And there'll be like a sub-boss. And then you have your big boss at the end and he just takes twice as many hits as anything else. And it's not just the strikes either, it's like all of the story missions are the same. Only with more button pressing. And this at least doesn't have the button pressing. And it can be pretty challenging at times, especially when you have to get to the mines with the time on them. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
More enemies, Guardian.
Which is a good thing, naturally. I always want things to be better. Or maybe not always better, but always good. And you get some sweet rewards, which is nice. It fixes Destiny's sort of progression a little bit. Not completely. I mean, it's only one game mode. Oh. That was sudden. Violent. But yeah, I've totally landed a exotic shotgun, which I already had. So I got rid of that and used it to upgrade my last word pistol. Which I'm going to switch back to now, just because I prefer it. And yeah, a couple of rare pistols, rare scout rifle. You need treasure keys to unlock the final treasure chest though, the one you want. There's a couple of little smaller ones you can unlock as normal. But you need to get treasure keys basically to unlock the big one. And they're not guaranteed to drop, I don't believe. I seem to always have one. I've got one on me now because I wanted to before this video. Because it would be pointless blasting our way through this and then not being able to open the treasure chest at the end. But it seems like it would be super annoying. I mean, you still get okay loot. I mean, if you compare it to a strike, it's pretty much the same. But you really want that big treasure chest. I'm still using the Vestian Dynasty sidearm. Because it's just the hottest weapon I've ever used in this game.
You are not.
keen observation by Varix there. I think his name's Varix. I don't remember.
Return to airlock, guard.
This is about the same 4 lines over and over and over again, so you'll get used to them. When you're ready. I really want that helmet. I don't know how many different exotic helmets there are for the Titan, but the one I have, not equipped at the minute, is, I thought it was hot. It's got like a face amongst the shiny lights, but it's not as hot. I've switched over to the Vanguard armor, because higher light by default, until I level up my exotic helmet again.
They will try to kill you. Kill them back.
Even this, I was going to say even this shining ball has more personality than Peter Dinklage's ghost, but he too was just a, you know, a speaking shape hovering in the sky. Way less shiny though. This is the arena I hate the most because it's the Vex who I hate the most. Just because they can be assholes with the way they shoot. Specifically the hobgoblins, which are the snipers that can crouch and go temporarily invulnerable. For obvious reasons, they're assholes. But I mean, it's more interesting than shooting Fallen, who don't do much of anything. These are the ones. Oh, I didn't want to punch him anyway. Dick. Yeah, that's what happens when the mine goes off. It looks pretty, but I still don't know exactly what it does. Alright, now we have a mine objective. I'm basically dead. Right, all the way over there. You really don't have long to get it over to these mines. Some of them you can shoot, others, the ones with the shields, you just have to stand in the circle. It doesn't take long, but if you don't see it in the first 5 seconds, then it's a rush, especially if it's distant. And they always seem to spawn in the same places, so it's that advantage. I'm still gonna get shot out of the sky now, aren't I? Or not? I thought for certain I was gonna get sniped mid-jump. I don't remember what the third one spawns, might be. Could be anywhere. Oh, he's down. So each round of 3 waves is a checkpoint, basically. So if I die now, if we all wipe now, we'll all respawn at the start of this wave again. Start of the round again, sorry.
Success.
I mean, we'd rather not have that.
You have done it.
So I'll get you up now. I don't think I ever worked out what the weak point of a Minotaur was. Because I don't think it's the... I could be wrong, but I don't think it's the lower abdomen. Like the other ones. I know you can shoot their eyes out. Make them go crazy. Anyone? Nope. I'll pick it up if I can find it. Or not, then. Oh, you dick. Just get up there. I'm going to be so pissed if we wipe on this wave. Because I missed the platform. No, we're fine. Oh, that was unexpected. Bollocks. Couldn't work out what the other one was then. dude can live on his own. I don't have time. I must have got him up. And again, is he even? I wonder if he's even playing. I had a strike the other day. It was that one on Venus with the Archon Priest, and the two assholes I was with sat on top of a cliff for the entire duration of this fight, occasionally shooting down and throwing grenades, but basically just leaving me to sprint around and fuck with the Archon Priest. And I was playing as my Hunter as well, so it was like not as durable as my Titan. And I couldn't use my special, my super, sorry, because it was a knife, and the Archon Priest does a foot stomp, which annihilates you. See, the Vestian Dynasty is the most surefire way of winning everything. And it sounds so pretty. Good.
Enemies die. You live. Well done.
Not my finest wave, but I was being objective oriented rather than kill oriented. You have the nicest helmet. It's that big brush on top, it's very Roman. Why does my dude dance like an asshole? I wonder how much people would pay for dance packs. You know, like $2.99 per dance or something. I totally would. Sadly, I totally would. Here we are now, Cabal. So yeah, this is maybe my... I mean, I don't like fighting the Cabal because they just destroy me. But this arena is just something else. Specifically that hanging dropship, all just gutted and suspended by ropes. It's awesome. Awesome sight. I'm not a fan of the Cabal because they engage at range, like, pretty much exclusively. And I would much rather, like, you know, the Hive just run at you and you can pick them off and dodge them, and I like backing away. Whereas the Cabal are just dicks. They shoot more than I do. They're not... I mean, they're versatile enough that they take enough shots if you're not getting headshots in there. Then you're like me now and just getting destroyed. And I'm out of primary.
Enemies have been unleashed. Intercept important target.
Yeah,
Die.
there is different objectives, but I don't know if each area only has like one objective. Because I've played this maybe 4 times. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've played sorry, I've played this Prison of Elders maybe 4 times, and I'm pretty sure I've only ever had this objective on this map before, and I've not had it anywhere else, I don't think. But I want to say I've had some different mine objectives. Like sometimes it's to disarm them where you stand in the circle, and other times it's to destroy them with guns. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only ever been this one. Vestian Dynasty just cleans house like nothing else. But I'm pretty sure it's the only sidearm I certainly haven't seen anymore, and I've had a ton of loot over the maybe 16 hours I've put in over the last week.
Reinforcements are coming.
Which isn't surprising.
Important target, Guardian. Kill or be killed.
If you don't take it, I will. I'm not going to lose it this time. I go after the important target with the Scorch Cannon. Seems like the right thing to do. Oh, if he doesn't sit on my head before then. There we go. They need to have like some sort of armor piercing round because those shield dudes are assholes. There we go. I don't think there's been a strike boss or anything that's been a shield guy, but I wouldn't put it past them. There were those lieutenants on the strike with the tank, and they were dicks. Boom, 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 boom. And another one. Oh. Jeez, die. Squirmy little jackal. I'm convinced they're the same animations, I already call them skeletons, from Halo Reach. The jackals and the skirmishers. You see, I like identical. The Cabal are like brutes, but clearly better shots. That's a bit better.
Need you back in airlock, Guardian.
I never entirely worked out how the Fallen ended up fighting on the side of the Awoken, because I assumed, or I thought, Destiny's amazing lore meant that everything that was fighting humanity, and the Awoken and the whatever the name of the robots are, was like darkness and therefore pure evil, because the most basic story trope ever. But now, now the more I'm seeing this kind of shit, I'm thinking that they're just other races, and it's like, I don't know, because the Black Garden was meant to be like pure darkness, wasn't it? The Hive certainly was. I don't know. I'm trying to like parse things from the Destiny lore, which is like trying to pull like, you know, blood from a stone, I guess. I should probably just make it my own, it'd probably be better. I think that's the first time I've ever melee killed an ogre. I could be wrong. I forgot how much I really did like fighting the Hive. Just such a cool bunch. Like their suicide units are way more visible than the Fallen suicide units. The exploding shanks. They make a better noise when they blow up. It's a satisfying pop when you like take out 2 dozen thralls in an explosion.
Seek minds, destroy them.
I need to get over there, but I'm not. Here we go, he's enough. I'm gonna ignore everything around me and just keep shooting at the objectives, because I'll probably live. Yep, that's a great way to go. I think that was an exploder though. Yeah, it was. It's not entirely my fault. Getting killed by one of them is like getting killed by the remote control RV, the RC car in Black Ops 1. It's a death that counts against you in terms of your match, but you know, it's not really there. There we go. It's not really a defeat. They really do headshots super well in this game. I mean, I think the gameplay is kind of rote. It's not enough complexities, not enough like weapon balance. No, that's the wrong way of putting it. When I say there's not enough weapon balance, I mean there's not enough weapons that it feels like there's really a need to switch between them. Like all the scenarios are the same. The level design is rote. I never need to use one gun over another, except that, like, you know, obviously you're not going to shotgun a dude from across the map, but also it's not challenging to... I should be shooting that thing. That's what I get for talking. You know, it's not challenging to sprint and dodge, and you've got some good movement options. So it's like, I don't know, no scenario ever felt different from another in this game. Until, like, the expansion packs. They've had some good stuff. I really enjoyed the PS4 exclusive, or PlayStation exclusive Strike from the last one. Because it was like, there was a fight on a staircase, which is, you know, what you're asking, it's a staircase. But the density of the enemies, the number of, like, yellow enemies, they'd be fighting the Vex. It was just like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how many times you were dying, how much damage you were doing, of just like constant fighting, like tooth and nail, running back and forth between this really good choke point. And it's kind of unlike any other area in the game, or at that scale anyway. And like the Omnigul Strike was the same, like just that last room, some of the corridors leading up it were like very different compared to the relatively flat, albeit pretty, but flat Destiny maps normally. I'm pretty sure I got like all the objectives there, but you know, they don't count that, because why would they? I would encourage you to play differently. Sorry for the brief distraction, I'm just getting spammed by my co-workers on a project, which is not unexpected. It's been about 4 days, it's been a 4-day weekend. I think I've had a cumulative total of like 36 messages on Facebook in a group. By messages I mean posts, because if they were messages that would be less bad. Each with like a dozen comments. It's just any time of day. Just a constant spam of non-issues. I have never fought this dude before. Well, I fought this character model before, but not in the Prison of Elders. I had real trouble the other day with the Cabal. Cabal strategist it was the last boss. Just because he was like... so much firepower, and there's like really no great place to hide. I mean, with the Hive boss, it's super easy, because he doesn't really move from the middle of the map, and there's plenty of places to shoot from across the map. So, like, you know, any weapon will do damage. It's a pretty quick fight. But, no, the Cabal, it's just like you're stuck in this one hallway. A hallway with, like, 3 gaps, one on either side, one in the middle. I'm just getting butchered by it. Because you don't really want to go out there, because it's like, I mean, look at all the different firepower they have. You kind of want to stay away from the melee units whenever possible. I mean, it's not easy when they run at you like that guy did. You certainly don't want to go down there. I mean, 3 servitors will destroy you. I would hate to play on a team without at least one Titan, because the shields are proved invaluable, especially in that Cabal fight, in deflecting the firepower and drawing their attention. But these fights are like not even as complex as some of the strikes, you know? I mean, look at the Cabal strike, the one where you infiltrate the ship and fight the tank beforehand. Like, at least that guy moves. Like, I can't remember his name, but the guy with the machine gun, at least he moves around the map and he'll come up and attack you on the higher platforms. Whereas this is just, I mean, we have to deal with these guys now, but you don't even have that concern, really, on the Cabal one. They just will shoot at you. The only problem being, you've got to poke your head out every now and again to shoot. The Hive one's similar. It's like, there's not a huge rush, you know? You're never really under pressure. It's just, bide your time, don't get shot, and shoot this thing. Where some of those better strikes, like the like the PlayStation exclusive one, like the Omnigol one, really put you in not tense situations, but you know, hectic ones. A lot of things to kill, not a lot of space. I'm just going to take all this firepower. Why not? I don't know if they do this, but you should totally get points just for absorbing damage, because it's a real like benefit to the team. I don't know how. I know on the Hive one anyway, they just keep respawning because there's a couple of ogres defending the main boss. So I suspect even if we did take out all the... Oh, my shield's gone. Even if we did take out all of the servitors, they would just keep spawning. There really is no reason not to just be shooting at this thing constantly. Nope, that was... A missed, which is bad. I don't even know I was going to shoot, because if I hit him, I'm pretty sure I would have died as well. Boom, boom. You got him. At least these aren't yellows, you know. Because that would be a bitch. I bet you they are totally yellows on the next tier of difficulty. There we go. Beautiful.
Your victory tells the tale.
And now we will descend into the treasure trove. And no deaths.
Retreat to airlock.
So yeah, I mean in total you're not killing, even across the 5 rounds, you're not killing huge amounts of enemies. I guess that could change a lot depending on how long the last wave takes you. And how many times you die, but... You know, it's not a huge commitment when you look at the rewards you could get. Which is nice, you know.
House judgment honors you, champion.
Also takes you ages to get the reputation, but... There you go.
Reward awaits below.
So I'm not entirely certain if 1 key per group will do it. Or you all have to have keys, you know, to unlock your own treasure. But we'll soon see. I mean, I have a key, but... I unlocked the last one, so I might wait and see if somebody else does the big chest. And I'll reap the rewards. Mote of the Light. Token of Identity. Ah, yeah, there we go. You don't all need to have keys. Which is nice. Dreamwalker. And a totally useless Royal Amethyst. I mean, that's pink, so I'm clearly going to use that one. Obviously. Way better than the blue one. Yeah, so let's just load back into the reef. See if we get any more hot loot. Nothing of note. And we'll just take another look at the House of Judgment vendor. There's only like 4 vendors on the reef. They're all pretty small. So I wonder if it's going to be like a Xur situation where they cycle out their inventory. Or whether it is just as shitty as it looks. Let's take a jump back. I need to get a new ship because that green is just killing me. Yeah, Royal Amethyst. It's nice to have like a good selection of purples, as opposed to just one. I'm still never going to use the universal remote though, because it's a piece of shit. Yeah, I really enjoy the Prison of Elders. It is perhaps their finest addition to this game. Although I think the story missions off the House of Wolves are like kind of shitty compared to whatever the Crota one was. The Dark Below, sorry. I'm trying to think back to like distinguish between the Crota bounties and the Crota story missions, but I just remember them being a lot more involved, a lot more interesting, more rushed fights, but yeah, I don't have enough space in my wallet to collect all those rupees.
Looks like it fits, more or less.
I don't know why, I always buy the green ones just to see if I get anything higher. I never have, I don't think. Waste of cash. Yeah, it's a pretty colour. That's why I really wanted to use the scout rifle, but adjusting to a new weapon is not my favourite thing. I also picked up this, which is the Dead Orbit assault rifle. 72 rounds of magazine. It's kind of terrible. It's like spitting a staple gun at someone. It's a lot of noise and not a lot of oomph. So yeah, these are armor core weapon cores I needed for the it's high armor. I think it's level 42 light, which is huge. I think I'm on 36 now with the default, but I need to get some etheric light to upgrade. That all rifle looks sick. It's probably great. It's more damaging than my current pistol. But their weapon and armor cores, they are only off the higher tier of Prison of Elders. Oh, I think you can get them perhaps running the Nightfall missions, but you'd have to check because I don't want to speak out of turn. Some marks, which is nice, but a chainmail. Always looks fetching. I suspect they're all the same but different colours, yeah. Pretty. I'd clearly go for the Kings just because it's hot and yellow. Ammo. Ships, which are all kind of much of the same, just the shape. I don't know if they're new. And then a lot of colours, a lot of shaders. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's in the House of Wolves. If you check back on the website, we have a page with all our videos in one place. We have the same thing for the Dark Below we did back when that came out. And yeah, check that out. That's me. And I'll see you again.